Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. It's a beautiful day here in St. Louis. It is January the 26th, 2018, and I am Angie Atkinson. On this channel, I offer free daily video coaching to help you discover, understand, and overcome narcissistic abuse in toxic relationships. I like to call it toxic relationship rehab. So, with that being said, let's just get right to it, shall we? Hit that subscribe button if you're into it. All right. So, this is interesting. Somebody asked me to share my thoughts with them on HG Tudor, who is a fellow author, YouTuber, etc., about narcissism and narcissistic personality disorder and how to deal with those things. So it's interesting because I knew about HG Tudor. I had never really watched any of his stuff or read any of his stuff. And that's because I don't really like to support narcissists. After Sam Vaknin was such a jerk to me before, I I just steer clear of them. So anyway, but because someone asked me to look into this, I went ahead and did that, and I just don't have any feelings at all about HG Tudor. I couldn't find a single photo of his face. I had heard from one of my previous clients that he was doing videos where he was showing his dog and his face and all this. I didn't see any of that. I couldn't find it. And basically, what it all came down to is that I listened to some of his videos. I did not find them particularly helpful, I mean, I guess they could be helpful for someone who is just starting to figure it out. And I guess hearing it from the mouth of a narcissist could also be helpful for some people. I have no feelings at all about HG Tudor. So I just want to put that out there. What do you guys think about HG Tudor? All right. Happy Friday, everybody. Let me get to it. I'm going to say hello to everybody today. As you guys know, I'm going to be really quick because I have lots of stuff happening today. It is Friday, which is always one of my busiest days, as you guys know. So I'm just going to say hello to everybody and we'll just get right into it and try to kind of get this going. Here we go. All right. Now, Malta says, good morning and welcome to Morning Coffee with Angie. And I would like to add with Malta, this will be one of Malta's last sessions with us, I'm sad to say, but he has been amazing. And if anybody wants to try to fill his shoes, I would be so thrilled to have you as he leaves. But I don't want Malta to leave any sooner than he needs to. Um, but life is what it is. Good morning, my friend. How are you, Malta? Good morning, sweet Munster. How are you? Welcome back. And Tommy D in the house. He says, good morning, sweet peas. Good morning, Tommy D. How you doing? Doreen B in the house says, hi, Angie and Tribe. Good morning to all. Good morning, Miss Doreen. How are you? And My Meaning to Life is back. Welcome back, my friend. Says, morning, Angie. Loves to you all. Having a hard time today. I need held. I need the touch of a human. I crave the touch of a woman. Loneliness sucks bad. Okay. Totally get you there. I remember, was especially true for me when I was in college. I was feeling very separate from everybody. And I went through this phase. I was living with this group of people, and yet I would sit in this room and feel completely alone all the time. It was very difficult, and I remember feeling just like that. One thing I would not recommend is that you jump into a relationship. If you have a friend or someone that you can hug, that would be helpful. Loneliness is very difficult. I'm actually in the process of creating a little video about how to get through the loneliness. My Meaning to Life, I know the touch of a human is helpful, but in the meantime, you might want to consider a pet or another way to get some affection. Pets can be amazing an amazing addition to your life. I'm not saying a pet is the only thing. I'm just saying that's something to think about. What I would not do is jump into bed with somebody that you don't know very well, unless you are both in agreement that it is what it is. I don't know that you would be ready to get into a relationship at this point, but here comes some virtual hugs from me to you, my friend. I'm so sorry you're going through that. Mr. Wanaland said in the house says, good morning. Good morning, sir. How are you? Welcome back. Healthy Love says, good morning, everyone. Hi, Angie. Hello, hello, and welcome back, my friend. And Sweet Munster says, good morning to Malta. Biznor says, HG makes me literally feel sick, so I've had to limit him. His voice, his thoughts, pew. Yeah, I wasn't thrilled with his voice. I felt like his sound quality was terrible. Um, but I don't want to talk bad about other YouTubers. I don't know him personally. I've never met him. I will tell you this. Some people commented on some of the Richard Grandin videos and even messaged me saying, don't you know that Richard Grandin is a narcissist? And I don't know that. I did not get that sense from him. To me, he was very kind and warm. So, I mean, I don't know that about Richard Grant, and I don't believe that he thinks that about himself either. I could be wrong, but I do know that he himself has been abused in childhood and maybe beyond that. So I just would say that I don't know that to be a fact. So I have nothing bad to say about him at all. I have nothing bad to say about HG except I don't know him and I didn't enjoy his videos. But not but I don't think that those videos are completely unhelpful to other people. So Biznor, I'm with you. I don't totally feel him. I don't personally enjoy his stuff. See how it could be helpful to someone else who isn't me or you. Biznor. Anyway, nothing negative to say about him is what I'm saying, except for what I already said, which is not really negative. It's just an opinion. So Sheila Price says, good morning. Good morning, Sheila, and welcome to our little tribe here today. Ms. Charisma's back in the house. Hello, beautiful. How are you? Happy to see you as always. And Charlie Trevino is here. Hello, Charlie. Welcome. Says, hi, I'm a newbie to your channel, liking it a lot. Well, I'm happy to have you here, sir, ma'am, sir. Charlie, welcome. Tell me, are you male or female? I'm sorry to ask, but the name is throwing me off a little bit. But either way, welcome. Too cute to be forgot 10. Oh my gosh, that's the best name ever. Hello, welcome. Too cute to be forgotten. I love it. Hello, Angie. How are you? She says, I assume. Hello. Although I'm in a better situation today than I was when my ex and after the breakup, depression is obstructing my path to enjoy this better life. I hate antidepressants. Yeah, I'll tell you something. It's hard, and depression is normal. Don't feel like you're, in the weird side of things. I think we all go through this a little bit. So one of the things you're going to want to do is focus on what you can do to really sort of open your mind, to sort of change your mind. I think sometimes a pattern interrupt is really, really helpful during depression, just like it is with anxiety. So if you're finding yourself feeling, oh my gosh, I'm so sad, everything's terrible, a few things you can try. Number one, literally stand up and go into a different room in your house or your office or wherever you are, or stand up and go outside and just literally like stand there and look around, or walk around the block one time, or do the four corners thing where you follow the four corners of your screen or any square object or a rectangular object for 2 minutes clockwise. That will help you to sort of change your mind. Another thing, something that really helps me, is gratitude. Especially when you're feeling at your very lowest, take a few minutes and go, okay, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that. Even if it's just that, okay, I woke up this morning and that doesn't suck, I'm grateful for that. Whatever it is, just think of 10 things you're grateful for and 3 things you love about yourself. Often by the time you get through that list, and if you're feeling really sad, write it down. But by the time you get through that, a lot of times your energy changes, your vibe changes. It's hard to stay, excuse me, it's hard to stay focused on things that suck when you're focusing on things you're grateful for. One of the things I do is I have this like affirmation thing I use, and I've talked about this a million times, so I'm sorry for those of you who've heard it before. But like if I feel really sad, I go, nope, I now cancel that thought and I replace it with this affirmation of my true divine desire, which always is something I'm grateful for, whether it's related to that thing or not. It's just a matter of changing your vibration. So, if you are clinically depressed, do talk to your doctor. There are different herbs you can be involved with if you don't want to take, pharmaceutical medicines. I will not personally recommend a bunch of different things as far as herbs and stuff go, but I know that some people here have talked about like St. John's wort. I did try that before. It was okay for me. But, the other thing too cute is that when I got divorced, or when I was going through my divorce, I found myself just like feeling like I couldn't function very well. So for 6 months, I went to my doctor. I told the doctor what was going on. The doctor gave me Prozac, which I'm not recommending. But I will tell you that I took it for 6 months. During that time, it helped me get over the hump. At the end of that time, I noticed that someone in my family passed away and I couldn't cry about it. And I was really sad that I couldn't cry about it. And I realized that what had happened is that I was completely numb. And that's what I needed to get through the worst parts of it. But it was not, I wouldn't recommend it because of that. But I will tell you that if it is something that you need to do to get over the hump, talk to your doctor. And then when you go off the medicine, talk to your doctor about that too. I spoke to my doctor about it and explained what I was feeling and what I was going through. And they helped me get off the medicine without having issues. So that's pharmaceuticals are dangerous is what I'm trying to say. So if you're going to do anything like that, talk to your doctor, but otherwise try the pattern interrupts I suggested, try the gratitude thing. I know it sounds too simple to work, but it works. And do talk to your doctor if you feel like you're to that point where you could call yourself clinically depressed. That's important. Okay. Candy Cook is here. Hello, beautiful. Welcome back. I haven't seen you in a while. Coffee cup clink. Where's my coffee cup? Here it is. Clink. You see, I drank it again, but I had my lipstick print on it. I swear, I have so many lipstick printed coffee cups. Okay. Tommy says, clink. Hello, James Condit. Welcome back. Happy to see you again, my friend. And Mr. Malta says, clink to Candy. Okay, where was I? Let's see. Oh, la, 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 la. Okay. Boy, oh boy, I'm way lost. Okay. Here I go. Okay, Tommy Malta. Okay, Carlita Vegas here. Hello, beautiful. You guys may or may not know this. Some of you guys are new here today. Carlita actually helped co-author my most recent book. Oh, and a lot of people will be co-authoring my next book, which is coming soon. It is an anthology, and a lot of people have submitted their manuscripts, and we'll be hearing from us very soon about that. So stay tuned for that information as well. And Malta says, good morning to the beautiful and talented Carlita. Charlie Trevino says, I am in the same situation seeking answers for 5 years now. You're in the same situation as Too Cute to Be Forgotten, feeling sad or feeling like you're with a narcissist or what? Talk to me. Let's see here. And Doreen B says, I know what you mean. You can be lonely for years if you're with him. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes. And you know, in my case, I also grew up with one. So when I went to college, I felt like, oh my gosh, I don't even know what to do with myself because here I was, you know, so used to being under the thumb and certainly feeling lonely at home growing up, but had a lot of friends and that helped a lot, you know, but never wanted to bring my friends home. So what are you going to do? But it is what it is. So yeah, Doreen, that's really true though. Even when you're in a marriage with one, you can definitely feel lonely, and you'll feel lonely in a whole room full of people. And not a lot of people really understand how that feels, but I do. I bet y'all do too. Hello, Bella Vamhurst, and welcome back. She says, hello all and happy Friday. Question. I see so many great informative videos on narcissists. Do you ever recommend sharing any with a narcissist in your life? No, ma'am, I do not. And here's why. Because they will use every single thing they find out against you. If you tell someone they're a narcissist, 9 times out of 10, they won't believe you, or if they do understand what you mean by narcissist, because, you know, a lot of people think narcissists just take a lot of selfies and stuff, and that's just not the case. But they won't get it, or they will think that they can take all the information they learn about NPD and toxic relationships and turn it against you. Oh, I'm gaslighting you now, huh? It's terrible. Don't do it. It's a bad idea. Just saying. Unless it's somebody who you don't live with and you don't care how they react to it. But if we're talking about your spouse or someone that's in your everyday life, I would definitely not even tell them you think they're a narcissist, because they will definitely use it against you, whether they accuse you of being a narcissist or they actually go so far as to, you know, use it against you and belittle you and minimize it and stuff. It's terrible. It's exhausting. I would not do it. Just saying. Doreen B says, who is HG Tudor? He is a fellow author, YouTuber who claims to be a narcissist and who says he's in a unique position to help people because he's a narcissist. And that's all I'm going to say. I don't know him personally. I've never spoken to him. I've never interacted with him at all. I only watched a few of his videos and I have not read any of his work. I just was asked to comment on him by a viewer who emailed me. And so I figured I would cut out part of this video and throw it in for her so she could see it later. And that's who HG Tudor is. He's just another, you can check him out. I don't have any feelings about him really at all. I don't feel angry about him. I don't feel happy about him. I don't care about him. And I know that sounds narcissistic, but I don't mean it like that. I just don't know the guy. And I did watch a few of his videos and I did not find them particularly inspiring. So my personal opinion, no disrespect at all. But I can see how he might be helpful for someone who is studying narcissists. I do study narcissists, but I don't need to study somebody who's on YouTube talking about being a narcissist personally. I like to dig into the psychology of it and all that kind of stuff. Marcy Torres says, good morning. Good morning, Marcy. Welcome back. Stanza, stay winning. Hey, I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. You've been here before though, right? How are you? Welcome back. Carla, it's all love. Love that name. She says she's new. I knew that already. Hello and welcome to the SPANily, Carla. It's all love. I love your name. That's all amazing. Okay, keep going. Sorry. All right. Too cute to be forgotten says, my meaning to life. I understand how you're feeling. I'm in the same boat. Yep. Candy Cook says, oh no, Malta, good luck in your journey. It's not a bad thing. It's good for Malta. It's okay. Malta needs to take care of Malta, and I totally respect that 100%. I'm so grateful for the time we have had with him. So let me throw it out there. But I'm just sad that he's leaving because I'll miss him so much. But I totally respect his choice and his decision. I want y'all to do the same. Give him all the love and positive energy as he goes about his life. All right. Maria Rain says, hello, Maria, welcome. Says, Tudor, no, but hearing his voice kind of really puts you in the mood of what a narcissist is. Scary. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I got that feeling too. Barbara Wells is here. Hello, Barbara, welcome back. Morning, Angie says, so my ex has a new girlfriend. It's been less than 30 days. He's already moved her in. So I'm sorry to say that, but I still love him and this hurts. I dream of him every night. Listen, it's totally understandable that it still hurts. Of course it is. Been less than 30 days. He's already moved her in. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. But as you probably know, it's not uncommon for narcissists to behave this way. They cannot function without a source of supply close in most cases. And the fast move on is more common than you might think with narcissists, you know. And I know it's painful and I know it's horrible, but I'll tell you something, Barbara, you're going to have to go through the hard part. I have a video coming up for you that'll be posted tonight at 7 p.m. that I think will really, really help you. And it was inspired by someone in yesterday's chat who said, it was Michael, I think, in yesterday's chat who said, hey, how do you get through the hardest parts? You know, how do you find the strength to go on? So that video is probably really going to help you tonight, Barbara. But I just want you to know, I feel your pain. I know how difficult it is. I know how hard it is. And you're not alone. And I'm glad you're here with us today because sometimes just talking about it and being around other people who understand can be the most helpful thing to do. And thank goodness the internet offers us this opportunity to be together every weekday morning. I'm really grateful for that, Barbara. And I just want to send you all the strength and love and positive energy I can today. So hugs and love to you, my friend. Make sure you catch that video at 7 p.m. tonight. That'll help you. And I've done lots of other videos around that same topic. So look around on my channel. There's lots of things that'll help. Arlene Robertson is back. Good morning, Arlene, and welcome back. She says, good morning, Angie and Malta. Changed phones and not getting notices. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Arlene, do you have a new phone number? Or have you subscribed through the 33222? Text AngieLive to 33222. And you might also need to re-hit the bell notification. I don't know what you've got set up on your phone, but I'm sorry you didn't get a notification today. Michaela Hansen is here, says, I like HG Tudor. Listening him to talk about everything I went through is the most frightening thing I've ever heard and really confirms what I already know. Some people will feel just like Michaela does. And that's why I'm not talking bad about him. Whatever it is that works for you to heal, do that thing, you know, and some people are going to find HG Tudor comforting for that reason. You know, I feel also uniquely qualified, but in a different way, because I've been through the parental thing, I've been through the relationship thing, and I did my own research and healing and became a coach in order to share that information with you guys. But I was always, you know, a writer. I was a journalist by trade originally. So it just kind of works that way for me. But excuse me, I'm just going to make sure this isn't anybody important. Okay. So that's something to think about. I definitely don't think that he's, you know, I think if you're going to be a narcissist, you know, maybe sharing that information is a way of sort of doing a little penance to the world. I don't really know, but that's, you know, like I said, I have no thoughts about him. Malta says to Candy, thank you. January 31st, Wednesday will be my last day in regular attendance. I know, and it's okay. I love you anyway, but I'm so sad. Okay, moving on. Butterfly Mama says he's a YouTube speaker who talks through the eyes of a narcissist, right? It sounds harsh at times, but more realistic maybe from a narcissist's perspective, right? Exactly. I see the value is what I'm saying. For me, I don't want to watch him, but I do see the value. I could also see how he might trigger people. So again, I have nothing, I'm not trying to tear down anyone here. So I just only commented on him because someone asked me to. Otherwise, I definitely would not have done that. So good morning, Sansu. How are you? Looking forward to seeing you later today at our mastermind. Oh, excuse me. Healthy Love says, get a massage. It'll help you release the oxytocin. Oh, that's such a great idea. Why didn't I think of that? Healthy Love says to get a massage because it will help you release the oxytocin and feel better. That's actually really smart. And I know, I don't know where you guys live or where you live, but I do know that there are like in malls a lot of times. I mean, how many malls are left? We only have a couple around here now, but or near there, they will have I want to say it's called Massage Envy, but they have like little shops where they have licensed massage therapists working, and they'll massage you for a lower cost than a private masseuse might. So something to think about. I totally agree. That's a great idea. Thank you, Healthy Love. That's excellent. Excellent idea. Joshua White says, hey Joshua, welcome to our chat and welcome to the SPANily. Charisma Jones says, I was thinking narcs are like a brick wall. When we speak of them, yeah, I say that all the time. When we speak to them, we get nothing. However, printed in front of us on the wall are words created of lies, pictures they create, and we can't change. My analogy. I like that. And, I've talked about that before. It is like a brick wall. And I'll tell you what else, trying to talk to them and change them, trying to help them become somebody better is literally like trying to bang your head against a brick wall until the wall changes. And really the only thing that changes about the wall is that your blood ends up all over it. You know what I'm saying? It's not good. So that's a great analogy. I like that, having the printed pictures and lies on the wall. That's a good idea. A good analogy. You're such a smart lady. All right. Malta says, good morning, Sansu. And Healthy Love says, I get a massage when I feel lonely. Girl, that is a great, great idea. I want you guys to all hear, because, if you can afford to do this, and it's not that expensive if you look at, some of these smaller, like these little chains and stuff, but gosh, I'll tell you, that is a really smart idea and a really good way, like she said, to release the ox. I love that. That's such an excellent idea. I wish I thought of it. Love it. Healthy Love. Great idea. In fact, you know what? You're going to make me make a video about it, and I will totally be giving you credit. If you have a YouTube channel, if that you're trying to build, let me know, because I will absolutely link out to it. Where's my pen? I got it. See, look, you're making me write it down in my bullet journal. It's a great idea. All right. Great idea. All right. Sorry about this, guys. I apologize. I just want to make sure I get that idea written down, because what a great idea. Okay, moving on. Yes, and Doreen agrees that a pet would be better than a one-night stand. I agree with that too. I think that, one-night stands, you're creating more soul ties with people, and not everybody believes in that, but I'm telling you, there's something to that. There is. Yeah. All right. Natalie Constantine is here. Good morning, Natalie. She says, good morning from Trinidad and Tobago. Just love all of your advice. Well, thank you so much. I'm happy to have you here today with us. Good morning, my friend. Bella Amherst says, Malta, I did not know you're moving on. Haven't known you long, but I already feel a connection and understanding. Thank you. Wish you all the best on your journey moving forward, as do I. I absolutely just love me some Malta, y'all. I'm going to be sad. Tommy D says, I have like 200 NARC videos of a multitude of authors. Some know more than others, and some are a little wackadoo. I like the word wackadoo. He says, so I take bits and pieces here and there, and I've formulated my own opinion. And that's all you can do. You know what I'm saying? In reality, there's not anybody who knows everything. Everybody has a different perspective. And that's why I don't believe in competition, because really, some people are going to resonate with me. Some people are going to resonate with other people. Some people are going to resonate with a lot of us. But whoever you are, if you're here now, you must be resonating with me a little bit, I hope. And if so, awesome. We're in the SPANily together. But no, I have nothing bad to say about anybody. Okay. Sansu says, do you have your coffee? I understand you should not be drinking coffee if you are diagnosed with fibromyalgia. Oh, Sue, I'm so sorry to hear that. She said she was diagnosed as of yesterday. I don't know about that for sure, but I'll tell you what, Sue, I've got an expert lined up. I will be having come in and talk about fibromyalgia in the next couple of weeks, because and I've done videos on this before, but there is some evidence that fibromyalgia could be at least affected or brought on by abuse of the type that we've all experienced. So, and I've talked about it in video, the science behind it, but so I've got an expert coming in. I think she's scheduled 2 weeks out, but she will actually be on my channel on Sunday this week talking about natural ways to lose weight and stuff like that. So make sure you take a look at that. But she'll be here in a couple of weeks to talk about fibromyalgia specifically, because it is an issue, and there are things that you can do to make it easier. I'm not educated enough on it to know about coffee, but I would say talk to your doctor and make sure. And I'm sure you would know because you probably just talked to him yesterday. So I'm so sorry to hear that you were diagnosed, but I do know that it's not a hopeless thing. There are things you can do to make your life a little easier. And knowing it is the first, I think, as always, knowledge is power. Now that you know it, you're working on understanding it, and you can do your very best to make it as easy for yourself as possible by diet changes and things like that. And she's going to talk about that when she comes in too. So stay tuned for that. Um, Carla, it's all love, says, Malta, blessings to you. JJ Spade says, morning. Good morning, JJ Spade, and welcome back. Charisma Jones says, healthy love, yes. Massages and hot tub visits, she says, help me release so much tension. Love that. She said, I can't help but smile when I get massages. I hear you there. You know what? Another, and this might be more for females, but another thing, and men could do it too, is to go to the salon and get a mani-pedi. They don't necessarily have to paint your nails, but they can certainly, clean your feet up and make them look nice. And they do a little foot massage, a little hand massage when they do it. It's cheaper than a massage, maybe. Anyway, okay. Fear the Chupacabra says, happy Friday, all. We are in this together and therefore never alone. You and Angie all help me feel that even on my loneliest days. That is beautiful, and it means a lot to me. I'm so glad you said that, Fear the Chupacabra, and welcome back, my friend. Happy Friday. Carlita says, when does George come back? I want to talk money. Well, that is a great question. Let me check. He comes in once a month on a Friday. I think it's like the third Friday. Let me check. George. I'm looking at my schedule to find out. Oh, we have Dana Morningstar next week too, you guys. How exciting is that? George. I think George comes in, let's see, February the 8th. Is that right? The week after the 8th. I think it's the week after. It's like the third Friday of the month, I think. Yeah, George is awesome. Okay. JJ Spade says, I wonder if he's doing it for fuel. Of course he is. Are you talking about HT? Of course he is. Yeah, that doesn't hurt anything at all. And Sam Vaknin talks about being, enjoying the attention he gets for doing what he does. So, and yeah, anyway, if you guys are wondering what happened with Sam Vaknin and me, it was before I was a YouTuber. I was going to interview him on my site. And oh my gosh, what a rude person. Anyway, go to queenbeing.com and search Sam Vaknin and you'll see. Or just search Queen Being and Sam Vaknin in the same sentence. Same search. He's a jerk. No disrespect. But he does help a lot of people. So I guess it kind of balances out, but I do think it's definitely, that's part of it. Charlie is female. Okay, cool. Hey, Charlie. How you doing, girl? All right. Sanj says, hey, Sanj, welcome. Says, I love someone a lot. Because of my narc life, we had some misunderstandings. She doesn't talk with me anymore, but that person isn't a narcissist, but I'm not able to get her out of my head. I'm not sure what to do. Okay, so you have a narcissist, but this girl that you loved went away because of the narcissist. Is that what you're telling me, Sanj? Let me know. Malta says, thanks to Carla. Aveline B is here. Hello, Aveline, and welcome. She says, I'm new here. Have been listening every morning this week on the drive to work. Love it. Today I'm homesick, so I can say, hey. Hey, girl. Hey, how you doing? Welcome. Happy to have you. And I'm glad you're here. Diva504, hello. How are you? She says, hi, Queen. I've been following both you and HG. Great video title. Thank you. Thank you, and hugs and love to you, my friend. Welcome. I'm happy to have you today. Ms. Ruby's in the house. She says, dark night of the soul. That's never good. How are you feeling, honey? I got to hurry because I'm supposed to be off like 10 minutes ago, but I just want to help you guys out. I'm going to do about 2 or 3 more comments, then I'm going to have to run because I have meetings all morning and all day. But I didn't want to miss my people. I cannot talk either. That's not good, is it? Maria Rain says, the narc is at my work. Oh, no. I have been harassed for 3 years and then smeared. This is terrible. She says, I have managed to keep him away now, but every day is hard. Okay, one day, and the next day I totally collapse. Will it ever be over? Ooh, that's exhausting. Yes, it will be over. I would suggest considering considering job changes if that's an opportunity for you, if that's a possibility for you. If the narc is not going anywhere, it will. 3 years is so hard. what are the chances of you changing jobs, Maria? And if not, I would consider seeing if you can move to a different department or a different part of the office. I guess you're saying you're managing to keep him away now, but it's hard. So if he's no longer affecting you directly and you're just kind of going through the hard times, that will get better. In fact, this video that I'm working on or that I'm publishing tonight will be very helpful for you. And whoever it was that asked me for the video about the I'm just kidding thing, that's coming on Saturday. So keep an eye out for that. Doreen says, I didn't get the sense that Richard was or is a narcissist either. And funny aura. I totally agree. I don't feel anything like that from him. I just think he's had a hard life. Yeah, Carlita says, don't jump into bed with anyone. It brings too much confusion. Totally agree. Jillian says, I love HG. How could I not? His videos have given me a tremendous amount of information, but I don't talk about any other YouTuber on this channel. Both of my parents came from London. Okay. Yeah. And again, I have nothing bad to say. I don't know the dude. So I can dig it. Anyway, like I said, I do think there's something to, listening to a narcissist talk about narcissism for sure. Before Sam Vaknin was so rude to me, I had read a lot of his work and I had referred to it often in my work. But then I was so horrified by the way he treated me that I could not continue to do that. I just could not. So there we go. Sansu says, today I'm going to be sending the divorce papers to the court. That's amazing. How are you feeling about it? Are you feeling strong? I hope you are. Jillian says, Richard Grannon displays empathy frequently, so I do not believe he is a narcissist. I agree. And I think sometimes he can be very direct with the way he speaks to people, and that might be why people think that because, he used the F word several times when we were talking and almost seemed annoyed a couple of times about, well, why do people do this? But it's not that he was annoyed. It was just that he felt like, oh gosh, I wish people would hear me. I wish people would understand. And I've never had I cannot say enough good things about Richard. I think he's great. Honestly, I have no negativity about him at all. He was so nice to do the interview with me, and then he shared the videos and stuff. And I really like the guy. I think he's great. So, and he's funny. He's very funny. Jamira J says, hello, this is my first time in your live. Well, welcome. She says, I actually love HG videos. Something about his voice that hypnotizes me. Don't judge. I would never judge. Never. Like a lot of people really get into that whole British accent. So I get that. For me, it's just not my thing. But I'm no longer actively being abused by a narcissist. So I dig into the psychology a lot. I do a lot of research, but I don't watch a lot of videos on it, for a few different reasons. One of which is I don't want to sound like everybody else. I want to be my own original self with my own original thoughts. And the other reason is because I don't have time to sit around and watch everybody's videos all the time. I do watch some YouTubers, but I don't watch very many that are talking about narcissism, mostly because I just I don't need to anymore. Now I soothe myself other ways and I'm no longer in the middle of the abuse. So it's different for me right now. But I totally see how you could love HG, and I totally see how you could, yeah. Jillian, I love you so much. Jillian says, to be clear, my life has changed as a result of this channel. I love me some Jillian, you guys. And she and Carlita both were featured authors in my last book. So yes. Sweet Munster says, I listened to HG Tudor and found that he confirmed what I thought, that there is no human emotion behind the narcissist mask. I agree with that. Yeah. And again, I am not, I definitely see the value. I do. And that's why you won't hear me talking bad about him. And I don't even really think I'm talking bad about Sam Vaknin when I say he was very rude to me, because that's just a fact. Like I said, I read a lot of his work and I used it for research early on when I first started writing about this stuff. So I only stopped looking at his work when I found out what a jerk he was to me. But again, that's what happens when you deal with a narcissist. They don't like, to be nice people. So Bella Vamhurst says, welcome to this amazing group, Carla. You'll find support, love, understanding, and validation here, as well as wisdom from Angie and others. Absolutely. And thank you for including me in that. This is an amazing group of people, and I'm so proud of all of my life. So Jillian says, Malta, and Healthy loves its charisma. Yes, I am at work. Oh, I lost it. She's at work, but I can't see what she was saying. QS is here, says HG Tudor is hard to listen to. Oh, bullet journal. Awesome. I don't know what you guys are talking about right now, but I want to find out. Thank you for putting the link in. Malta, Healthy Love says he's Spartan style coaching. Yeah, it requires tough love for sure. All right, guys. I will go back and read this chat when I can later today, but Miss Chakra. Okay. But I do have to run right now because, oh my gosh. Oh, good morning, Freedom Lee. Tara Rose is here. Hello, Tara. Yeah, you confuse Sam with HD Tutor. I think that happens more often than you would expect. Oh. Yeah, I would love it. Montana, Sammy Joe, and Tommy D. If you guys ever did co-author a book, hit me up. I'll help you publish it. Bliss, that can't talk. Blissfire Media would publish it. Yeah. Belle of Amherst says, Adeline, welcome to Angie's wonderful group. Lots of fun. You know what? This is our group. This is not just my group, you guys. All right. Linda Bermudez, welcome, welcome. Resonance Creative. Okay, you guys. Tommy D says, my dog peed on the rug, but I can't yell at her because she's old. I'll tell you my dog story one day too. All right, everybody, I gotta go. I'm so sorry. I want to stay, but I have to go. Hugs and love to each and every one of you. I will see you guys later today for another video. All weekend I'll have videos coming out for you, and I'll be back on Monday morning for a quick check-in and every day next week. So hugs and love. I will see you soon. Stay strong this weekend. I know weekends are hard when you're still dealing with a narcissist, and sometimes when you have too much time to think, it can be even harder. So hugs and love to each and every one of you. Stay strong. As always, thank you so much for being a part of my life. Thanks for letting me be a part of yours. Thanks for being a part of the SPANily. It really does mean a lot to me. I'll see you soon.